It's crazy. Okay. This is what it's like to get back in shape after COVID. So, day one. Today is the first day that I feel good. It is day, I don't know. It's been almost exactly 2 weeks since I started feeling symptoms of the COVID, the dreaded COVID. So, I'm going to work out.
Bruh.
After not moving from this bed basically for 2 weeks. So, I think we're gonna go on a walk to the park and then we're just gonna see what we do there. We don't know yet. I can't breathe. It's crazy how hard the leg stuff is. Arm stuff isn't hard, but like my leg was it was fatiguing after 5 jumps. It's crazy. Alright, so we just finished up our workout. We kind of just went for like a full body circuit. We did 5 movements, hitting every like major body muscle group. So we started with we ran up these stairs, then we did some hip activation, glute activation, some squats, some box jumps, some push-ups, and then we have this cool little mutt bar right here that we got online when we realized that the gyms weren't going to be open for 18 years, so it's 35 pounds or 33 pounds, and it has like a bunch of different grip options. So it's like wide grip, neutral, you could do an underhand in theory, overhand. You can do lots of stuff with it. So we did shoulder press, like a strict standing press, and then we did a wide grip bent row. And that's it. And we did 4 rounds.
Yep.
We wanted to do 5, but we were both kind of getting exhausted and we don't want to push it too hard our first day back. So that is it for today. We're gonna go eat. Actually, we're gonna go on a little jog, really slow. Probably, what, a mile? Probably a mile. And then we'll call it good and do some stretching and some core at home, because both of our cores are so weak. So we're gonna really focus on that.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, bye. Hey everybody, we're out here gymless again on our second day of our fitness journey post-COVID. So
Thank you.
getting ready to head out on a little run. It's Thursday, July 23rd, I think. I'm gonna go on a little run. I have no idea how long. It's really up to my body. I am incredibly sore from our workout on Tuesday. I wanted to go on a run yesterday, but then it was just pouring rain all day, and I'm so sore, I just couldn't, but gotta get it done today. So I am not gonna bring you with me or anything like that, because I don't want to carry a camera while I run, but I think I'll probably run like 3 miles, but like really slow. One thing that I haven't really said to you guys yet is that I have like loads of injuries, like my hip and both of my right big toe, my top of my left foot, and that's basically the really bad ones. My low back is kind of being a problem, shoulder and stomach and blah blah blah, but mainly my hip right now, and then my 2 feet, both my feet. That's like kind of why I'm out of shape, is because I've been resting them. However, they don't really feel better, so I am probably going to need either surgery or very extensive treatment and rehab on them, and I am getting shoulder surgery here in the next couple months, so I will have time to rest. So my theory behind getting fit right now is to kind of go into the surgery or surgeries as fit as possible so that the recovery can be as easy as possible. So that's kind of my plan behind this. I am like pushing and running and training through a lot of pain and injuries, so sometimes I have to kind of like back off because of them, because I don't want to make them so much worse that, for instance, I have a hip impingement, and so I don't want like tear the labrum completely, like something like that. So I just try to listen to my body as much as I can, but still try to get back to the fitness level that I was at a couple months ago. So probably gonna do a 3 miler. I'll let you guys know. I'll track it and I'll let you guys know how long it takes, but it's probably gonna take longer than I would like. And then later tonight I'm gonna lift. The reason I split it up is because I have like a stomach problem, and by the end of the day my stomach hurts a lot, and so it's really hard for me to run when my stomach hurts, but I can lift, like I can get through a lift, but the pounding and like movement of the run I cannot get through. So checking in halfway. So I'm 1.5 miles in. Took me 12 minutes. I felt really good, almost like my normal self, from like 1/2 mile to 1 mile. I kind of set into that runner's high or that second wind or whatever, and I just felt like, oh, this is how I should feel. And like usually once I hit that point I could probably, stay at that pace and coast for another like 2-3 miles, but it was like mile 1.2 when I started, so only like 0.2 of a mile later, I started to just feel so tired. It's crazy how fast it hit. So anyways, just checking in. I'm gonna get going again, and I'll let you know what my full time is. I'm gonna try to run the next 1.5 miles in 12. That's my goal. Okay, bye. Okay. So I only made it 2.5 miles because the loop back to my house, I didn't really know what it was. I was just guessing, and it's 2.5. But I don't think I could run more at a decent pace. So my total time is 21 minutes, 11 seconds, 2.5 miles. Average pace at 8 minutes, 26 seconds a mile. That's wild. That's like, I could usually run like 6 or 7 miles at that pace, or even faster. Damn. Damn. That's wild. I actually can't believe how slow that is because of how I feel right now. Like, actually, like, I just kept telling myself, keep your legs moving, like, go faster. And they, like, couldn't. It's weird. I feel like I think I need to work on my core because I feel like I have a hard time, like, holding myself up after a certain amount of time. My posture starts to get really bad, and when your posture gets bad, like, running that much harder. Okay, so since I didn't run the full 3 miles, I don't know if you can see this. So over there's like a light. I'd say it's probably 200 meters away. So I'm gonna run 200 meters and then hi puppy. So I'm gonna run it as fast as I can, which is gonna be slow as shit. Okay, bye. Okay, here we are at the end of the run. I swear that felt like my normal jog pace. Anyways, I was trying to give some tips on running or just what I do when I run distance. I'm gonna turn this off really quick and I'll be right back when I catch my breath. Okay, I actually thought about one of my tips, so I feel like I should videotape it because this is to do with one of my tips. So I'll videotape it. Oh, Jesus. All right, tip number 1. When you're tired, let's say after a run or in between sets or sprints or whatever, don't rest down on your legs like this. It closes your diaphragm, like it closes the space on your diaphragm, which makes it so it's even harder to breathe. But it also teaches you that when you're tired, you rest. So my whole life, when I used to train for high school and I was training for college, which is like way fitter than Allie, after I would get done running or in the middle of sprints, while everybody else rested on their legs, I walked. You cramp, your stomach cramps, your core cramps, but also that ends. It's just pain and it goes away. And honestly, you're probably gonna cramp if you bend over too. So my tip is, when you're tired, never sit, never rest on your legs, and always just walk. Even when you're more in shape and more experienced runner, rest from a high intensity cardio workout with a jog. So for instance, like I used to run a lot of like around the field sprints, so like uptowns, downtowns, or just like miles or whatever around the field, which is like, 60 by 120. So after I would like sprint laps, I would just jog until I was ready to sprint again. I mean, it's kind of like interval training and stuff, but it's also just like when that jog isn't built into the workout, you still do it, if that makes sense, instead of walking. So those are my tips as far as like when you get tired. Also, I like to run with music, but then when I get tired, I turn off the music. Like, I'm talking really tired, like I might stop. When you're to the point where you're like, okay, I'm gonna stop any second, I turn off my music and I listen to my breathing and I focus on my breathing. And I get a lot of like cramps in my core because I have stomach issues. And I tore an ab when I was young, so I just always get these cramps. And the stomach cramps that I get is the reason for why I breathe the way I do, which is 2 counts out, 1 count in. But the count in is kind of like a aggressive count in, or else you won't get enough air. So it's like 2 out, 1 in. And I kind of get this like rhythm going, and it keeps me like focused on that instead of focused on how bad my legs or my body feels. That's another. Okay, so not specific to running, I would say, but specific to getting in shape. Another piece of advice I would give is just when you're training, let's say you're out of shape and you're running, you're doing sprints, and you say, okay, I'm gonna go do 30 120s. But the last 10 are basically a jog. Cut it. Like, that applies to everything. So distance of run, how long you're in the weight room, like all that stuff. I always think that when you're starting out, you should try to hit intensity for a shorter amount of time than have a long workout and it not be intense. I found this true with training on your own and also like football training with the team. Whenever we have these long drawn out, well, depending on the coach, they're gonna have different theories with training. So some coaches will have 2.5 hour trainings, and it's very it's not very intense. It's kind of lethargic. Some coaches will have an 1.5 hour training, and it's so super intense, and you hardly even get a water break, and you're just like exhausted the whole time. I personally find that I'm much more fit in that season when I have a coach that does a shorter, more intense training session. So those are my tips for now. That was a good workout. I'm gonna go eat some lunch and do some stretching because I cannot even explain how sore I am from 2 days ago's lift. It's hilarious. So, all right, love you guys. Bye. We're going to the gym. 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 Gym. We're going to the gym.
We are going. Oh, shit.
What day of working out is this?
4.
Day 4 of working out, but also I may have not filmed a couple workouts. We'll keep that between you and me.
Sue me.
So day 4 of working out, and we're going to the gym. We're trying a new gym today, so we're gonna go see what kind of vibes we get and see if we like them, because I'm all about the vibes in the gym. I'm going to do a leg workout. Wish me luck.